His words were it was a ticking time bomb.
Yeah. It was a lot worse than we thought, and it's a good job we went in when we did.
High pressures generated by the heart, that can be a catastrophic, life-ending event.
My name is Roger Black, best known in Great Britain, particularly as a former Olympic athlete. My greatest achievements are winning the Olympic silver medal in the '96 Olympic Games in Atlanta in the 400 metres, and I'm a two-time world champion in the 4x400 metre relay.
The noise deafening as they finally get away, but it rises.
I remember always being fast. Sport was my thing. And then I went to secondary school age 11 and had a school medical. Just a few days later, I was told I had heart disease. I didn't really understand what it meant, that there was something wrong with one of my valves. But of course I felt absolutely fine. There were no symptoms. For the first 6 months of secondary school, I wasn't allowed to do competitive sport.
When I first hugged Roger, I felt in his heart something very different actually. And he said, that's because I've got a heart valve issue. After that, we really didn't talk about it.
I went down to the hospital to have my annual checkup, and then before I know it, I've got two doctors either side of me saying, "How are you feeling?" And my cardiologist phoned me the next day and he said, "The time has come. I'm really sorry, things have changed quite dramatically, and your valve is deteriorating and your aorta is now in danger, and we have to have open heart surgery."
He was quite calm. So I was calm, but I did think, okay, that's 20 years sooner than we thought it might happen.
If I'm really honest with you, I didn't think I was going to have open heart surgery before I was 60. I didn't have symptoms in my head, I didn't have symptoms.
And the other thing was we often ran together. I noticed he was getting more breathless. I could hear him behind me.
But it looks like if they hadn't gone in, my aorta could have burst any day. And that's a humbling experience.
And that often is an unsurvivable condition. Some patients do survive it, but the mortality is extremely high.
And I remember having my surgery, and the next day the surgeon came to see me and I said, "What did you actually put inside of me? What's inside me?" And he said, "You have got Edwards Resilia valve," and he said, "You've got the best valve." I was able to achieve my Olympic success by visualising the race. That I took into preparing for my heart surgery, and more importantly, for the recovery. I remember the last day of walking the dogs before going to hospital, and I put all these, a hill here, a bench here, a tree here, and I could imagine myself reaching those in the future, coming back from surgery. I remember in 1990, I remember coming back and winning the European title after having been out for 2 years with a broken foot. Standing on that rostrum that day, the sense of importance and the sense of achievement of coming back from injury to doing that was huge for me personally. It's a very similar feeling to finally getting to the bench on St Martha's Hill. The two very similar feelings. And what they both have in common is they come from a source of adversity. So all I can say to everybody at Edwards is obviously thank you. The peace of mind that I have sitting here knowing that I have the best valve out there inside of me, a valve that won't just prolong my life, it will give me an active and a healthy life.